those who abhor Andrew Tate, this arrest in Romania fits what they know of his online persona.
His message directly and really explicitly promotes violence, and in particular, violence against women.
Tate was a kickboxer, kicked off a UK reality TV show.
Andrew has had to leave the Big Brother house
Because of a video where he appeared to attack a woman.
Release some greenhouse gases.
He then emerged as a cigar-smoking, wealth-promoting alpha male influencer.
As usual, Andrew Tate has the solution. You are in the place where the money resides. But to sit here and say I'm dangerous and I must be deleted is disservice to all the men of the world. And then
he was banned from Twitter when he suggested women bear some responsibility for sexual assault. Tate has been banned from TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, but his content still exists and can be shared.
One of the biggest mistakes he ever made was banning me. This annoyed God.
Elon Musk allowed Tate back on Twitter, and the professional provoker provoked teenage environmental activist Greta Thunberg, boasting in a tweet of the carbon emissions of his luxury fleet. Thunberg responded. This educator says people, especially parents of young men, need to actively counter messages from Tate and others like him.
Influencers sell this idea that if you're a tough guy, if you're this certain type of man, then women won't reject you.
Tate's lawyer told reporters there are no grounds for his detention, which was extended to 30 days. Tate was arrested with his brother and 2 others. One accusation, that women thought they were entering relationships but were forced into pornographic acts under threat of violence. Lindsay Duncombe, CBC News, Vancouver.
Okay, it looks like another one has failed. It looks like 2023 is turning out to be another year of L's for these incels, manosphere men, and whatever you want to call them. So it's very interesting that I swear these men really don't learn anything. It's no different. It's no different than Kevin Samuels. I believe that you are given a warning before something major happens for you to pull back and maybe stop doing something. And if you don't, you then bear the consequences of that. If you remember, Kevin Samuels would say things to women, black women, about where they are not on the golden scale of beauty, how they were going to end up hitting the wall and alone and dying alone. And it's crazy that what came out of his mouth is what happened to him. What he wished upon black women, what he said about women, basically it happened to him. It's funny that men that revere him, they don't get the lesson in it at all. And I think he had a epiphany years ago when he said that when he was talking to men, he got no engagement. But if he would start talking about women, he knew that he would get some type of popularity. And it did happen. But I think that was a warning to him, because if you want to satiate your audience, you're going to have to go to the extreme and say certain things. And like I said, I believe certain energy you put out, it's the energy that you will receive. And Andrew Tate is no different. There was just something about him, not his message, but more of how aggressive he was. It wasn't giving off alpha male. It was giving off violent and dangerous to me. And even though I do not consume his content, I have seen videos of him, heard him speak about a few things. And to me, when the news broke, to be honest, I wasn't surprised. The way these men talk about women, it's very aggressive, regardless if they spin it and they try and have a conversation, there is this underlying feeling of violence in it. Like this dislike of women, or what they feel like is dominance over a woman, and a woman submitting is them almost harming a woman or assaulting a woman or putting a woman in a subjugated state. Has nothing to do with a husband submitting to a wife or a wife submitting to a husband to have harmony in their home. No, it's wanting an indentured servant that will service them in any way they want to. And they are not held to any type of accountability or responsibility. And they have no constraints on them. I believe some of them, if they were allowed to have a purge-like experience, they would just go out here just assaulting and harming women. And then when you hear women pushing back on that, this is what we're talking about. Because the underlying energy behind this is violent. They are saying that he is being detained. These are accusations at this point. They haven't come out and said that Andrew Tate has not been convicted of human trafficking and sexual assault as of yet, but he is being detained, and he was arrested for human trafficking and sexual assault. I cannot imagine that they would pick him up if they haven't been watching him and his brother and whoever else is a part of this ring. I am going to wait until all of the evidence comes out. I'm going to see if they're going to prosecute him, and just like the Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion case, I'm going to wait till everything is out there. But my own personal opinion, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised that he would do something like this. I mean, it does fit with grooming a woman or girl and putting them, little by little into the human trafficking ring. And in the video, I think he said something about God not liking people attacking him. I think God is pretty clear in what he thinks about him with this arrest, but I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Let me know what you think. Do you think that Andrew Tate will be prosecuted for human trafficking and sexual assault? Or do you think this is like what he said? They're trying to set him up or railroad him or tear him down anyway. But yeah, drop that comment and I'll see you in the next one.